Hi, and welcome to City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. A new year brings a new state senator to District 14. You'll hear from him. And we told you earlier about the Friends of the Library and their connection to supporting Sump Library. We continue our look at the nonprofit group and what they do. And it's been a while since we've told you about the area Parkinson's outreach group. We have an update on what's going on and what's available to Parkinson's patients and their caregivers. All of these stories are next in City Happenings for the week of January 21st.
Thanks, Mayor Black. Nebraska Legislative District 14's new state senator says running for office has been a thought since Tim Gay held the seat.
I sat down with Tim, and he gave me some very good advice. He said, if you're still thinking that you're going to do your job and do this, what's called a part-time state senator position, he says, you're very wrong. It's not going to happen. You have got to be at the right point in your life where you can commit the time and do that.
Senator Arch also sat down with the man he replaced, Jim Smith.
So we're talking 8 years ago that even at that point, it was in the back of my mind. I'm really glad that Senator Smith ran. He was the right person at that time, and I was not, because I was not at that place in my career and my family and all of that where I could commit like I have to do and what I will be doing now.
Then reality hit.
It was about 2 years ago then that Senator Smith came back to me and said, okay, I'm coming to the end of term limits here, and be thinking. You expressed that to me some years ago, be thinking. And so it took me about 2 years to come to the decision, but I'm very glad I did.
This is his initial foray into politics, as Arch has worked 25 years for Boys Town.
I've been in healthcare administration for it's been over 30 years. And it's been a variety of things, but it's been on the business side. I'm not a physician, I'm not a practitioner, I'm a business person. But I came over to Boys Town Hospital when it was very small, and over that 25 years we built it to include 2 hospitals and multiple outpatient clinics, an 80-bed residential treatment center, our research that goes on there as well with communication disorders and neurobehavioral research.
Arch praises Boys Town as a tremendous place to work.
The last 25 years has taught me one thing over and over and over again, and that is no matter what you do, you're always working with people. It's always relationships. And so when I approach the state legislature, that is my understanding. It's to go down, it's to build relationships. It is a nonpartisan body. We understand there's partisan politics involved, but so many of the issues are things that we can agree upon. Do we not all want the best education for our children? Do we not all want economic development? Do we not all want safe streets and safety in our communities? Of course we do. So we can agree on those things, but it's all relationship.
Many say it's so busy that you don't have time to build those relationships.
But you have to take the time to build those relationships, and that's what I've learned over the last 25 years in administrating a hospital. You can have the best policies and everything, but it's relationships that make it work.
Arch points out that it's an honor to represent District 14.
I'm so proud of this district. I raised my family here. We lived at 90th and Highway 370 in Leawood South for many years, for 15 years. We live over off 100th and Giles now. So I've been in this district for at least 30 years, and I've seen it grow, I've seen it develop, but great public schools, great community.
Arch emphasizes that all of the good things are not by mistake.
Some of the things that have occurred in here, particularly in the cities of Papillion and La Vista, have been by design. They have been good policies of economic development, so that the communities continue to grow and stay healthy, and the tax base is there to provide the services that everybody wants and expects.
Arch offers that District 14 shows the way for the rest of the state.
I think you can even take some of the policies and some of the practices that have been occurring here in this district and share those with others in other parts. And I think they may find some of those things workable in their districts as well.
We'll hear more from Senator Arch in the coming weeks. Check out the Friends of the Library bookstore. There's lots to be found and at great prices.
If it's someone looking for a good deal, it's very relevant, especially if people are going in there to find a book to sell themselves, or if they just want to complete something in their series, they can go there to get that.
It's also a good deal for book collectors.
especially if they're going on eBay and they're trying to find something and it's showing up $75, $100 so. We had a first edition of A Stranger in a Strange Land by Robert Heinlein. It was the first edition. It was dang near mint condition, and I looked at it all. I tried to find the best price that a person that would come in our store could afford, meanwhile still getting us money. I set up for $35, which I probably should have charged a lot more for it, and I heard a story of the guy that found it. He looked at it like, wait a minute, opened it up, looked on his phone. Yes, please.
That is not the only sci-fi book at the store.
We actually have a small stack of science fiction books that I'm trying to get through on that thing. I think the next book we have up there is Ray Bradbury's The Illustrated Man. But we found that there. We've had the complete works of William Shakespeare. We've had some film art books that have gone through stuff that I would look at and like, okay, if it's not sold by the end of the day, it's mine. And it's unfortunate that a lot of our volunteers that work in the bookstore usually are the best customers.
Kim encourages you to support your library and its bookstore.
Libraries are a good place to go, and second, if you like the library you go to and you want to support it, go to the bookstore. Almost the few libraries I know of aside from here have some sort of means that they can sell something and get more support, whether it's coffee or a book. We exist. I would like more people to know that we exist. I've tried to promote it on my own little Facebook. I would take pictures of books and tweet it out to my friends and say, hey, I got this. You might want to consider coming in. And there's only so much you can do when it's a public service place that you think, oh, everyone should know about this, but then they don't. I don't quite know how we would advertise it, considering we're not a huge business. We're a volunteer group. But we try as we can. I try to Facebook and tweet out stuff to my friends that are bookaholics. They call me their book dealer.
Kim visits with us again in the near future. There's an area Parkinson's outreach group that meets every month. It's vibrant and strong.
This group comes out to Bellevue to provide resources for people who want to attend, whether it's the actual person that is suffering from the disease, their caregivers, their loved ones, or just people who really want to get to know more about it.
Those affected by Parkinson's would do well to come to the meetings.
They're going to get to know a lot more about the resources available to them. We bring in speakers every single month based on topics that they tell us they want to hear about. They get education on resources available to them. They get support.
Another big element is the friendship.
They all know each other, and we have a pretty full group every single time, so they can lean on each other and kind of go through the stages together.
Help and understanding is a major result of the monthly meetings.
When you are either experiencing the disease or you're caring for someone experiencing it, it can get really lonely, and you can feel really lost and feel like what you're experiencing is new and different and unique, and at times it can be, but at times there's thousands of other people that are experiencing it with you. And that goes for both, the person directly affected and the person that's caring for them.
Whitney has this message for Parkinson's patients and their caregivers.
Family members get a lot out of this. They, can suffer from some guilt and some misunderstandings of what's going on. And so to be able to come out here, see each other, hear from professionals that are going to come and talk to them and explain things a little bit further, it really helps give a broader understanding and, peace of mind to everyone involved.
We are already into the third full week and the fourth calendar week of the new year. We're working hard to make sure that 2019 is another great year for our wonderful city. We remind you again that the Field House at Papillion Landing is offering free walking time from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening in Papillion. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter and Instagram, or watch our YouTube channel. Information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.